A diligent ant named Tillo and a carefree grasshopper named Marvo lived in the green pastures of a secluded valley, basking in the sunlight's generosity. Tillo, who was famously careful, would spend his summer days enjoying the sun's rays while sowing seeds and constructing a warm shelter to await winter's arrival. His little legs traversed the underbrush, and his tiny arms hoisted burdens 3 times his size. His home was an architectural marvel, with well-organized hallways stocked with food items that glistened like small gems in the gentle sunlight streaming through the ground. The anthill was a magnificent mound from the outside, skillfully decorated with a variety of leaves, twigs, and pebbles to form a mosaic that gleamed in the sunlight and complemented the surrounding vegetation. An elaborate archway, flanked by 2 lofty grass blades, served as the entrance to a labyrinth of chambers and tunnels that cut into the rock. The smooth stone walls and natural resin reinforcements of these tunnels gave them their lustrous shine and strong construction. The main chamber, a large dome-shaped hall used as the colony's social hub, was located in the center of the anthill. The clever construction of the ceiling allowed filtered light to enter the room, giving the chamber a soft, diffused glow. An important part of the anthill, the larder, was a large, neatly laid-out room full of foraged foodstuffs, such as seeds, grains, and other things. This room represented the planning and forethought that typified Tillo's kin and guaranteed the colony's survival through the winter. Tillo was not alone in the maze-like embrace of the anthill. Rather, he was a vital link in the colorful fabric of the colony. Each ant, from the industrious foragers to the careful caregivers, contributed to a communal awareness, an implicit solidarity that throbbed through the veins of their underground home. They performed their tasks with perfect synchronization, as though they were directed by a single all-encompassing mind. Their deep bond went beyond the surface level of their interactions. It was as if their souls were intertwined, forging a web of common history and goals. Legends whispered among the creatures of the valley of an even more mystical bond, implying that this unity could stretch across the fabric of time itself, connecting every ant that has ever been and will ever be across the entire universe. Marvo, a creature of humor and melody, played not far from Tillo's busy domain. He personified joy and adventure. As he raced through his days in a jig of music and dance, the reverberation of his violin drew other animals to the celebration. Even the moon stopped its astronomical journey to listen to Marvo's song. His legs were as long as willow branches, and his voice was so beautiful. Adorned in a coat of emerald green, Marvo danced and leapt through the valley, his violin cradling melodies older than the hills. "O Tillo, what gives you the will to labor so ceaselessly?" Marvo would ask with a faint, feathery voice. "Come, enjoy the warmth of the sun and dance to the music of the present moment, for tomorrow cannot provide the gift of today." But Tillo, with the gaze set on unseen horizons, would only nod, his mind etched with the vision of the impending winter. "The seasons turn, Marvo. As surely as the river meets the sea, we cannot afford to be unprepared when the Frost Queen spins her silvery web across the valley." Unfazed, Marvo persisted in his joyful ballet, weaving melodies and twilight laughter into his days, while Tillo stocked up on food, his granaries overflowing with the harvest of his wisdom. He did not give a hoot about what was to come, because he considered life an exhibition best appreciated in the present moment. As summer gave way to fall, Tillo was busy getting ready for the season's change. His meticulous planning and provisioning were evident in the abundance of goods stored in his chambers. Marvo, in the meantime, persisted in his joyful symphony, his laughter blended with the sound of the falling leaves. The arrival of winter was so abrupt that it caught the valley off guard. A blanket of white had fallen over the once lush meadow. The trees stood silently in the frosty air like sentinels, and the food that had been plentiful became a rare treasure. Tillo, snug in his burrow, watched the snowflakes dance outside, a serene smile on his face, content with the security his hard work had afforded him. On the other hand, Marvo's world descended into struggle and scarcity. A gloomy stillness of survival supplanted the formerly pervasive melodies. A victim of winter's brutality, the grasshopper's once vibrant spirit was stifled by the combination of starvation and the chill. With the harsh lessons of nature having crushed his pride, Marvo went in search of Tillo in his hour of need. Opening his house to the trembling grasshopper, Tillo shared his bounty without hesitation, his heart as generous as his storeroom. After finally realizing that the foundation for tomorrow's security is the work of today, Marvo swore to grow from his mistakes and be more grateful and humble in the future. As a result, the winter that could have been Marvo's last became a time of learning and gratitude, of sharing and discovering new wisdom. When the next summer arrived, the valley saw a remarkable sight. Tillo and Marvo working side by side, planning for the future while enjoying the present, their friendship a testament to the balance of diligence and delight. This unexpected partnership between the ant and the grasshopper challenged the preconceived notions of their community, revealing that the rigid roles and expectations, often imposed by tradition, don't always hold true in the face of life's complexities and surprises, and are ultimately not how life works.